Greetings everybody from a very rainy Germany today. It's a Sunday and I decided to make a presentation for you so that you can see, catch a little bit of the vision, what can be done with video and yeah, where this can lead, best case scenario. But even if you're not shooting for the top, in this day and age, if you don't have a video on your website, you are basically completely missing the boat. And I say this nicely, but it's absolutely true. I wanted to share, obviously, because that was my promise, this, it's a legend, the Dropbox explainer video saga. I even hired somebody to find out for me historically what actually precisely happened, okay? I'm obviously not implying that if you get a video, you're going to have a similar success story, but the saga goes like this. A simple explainer video helped Dropbox go from 0 to 100 million users, okay? That's all they had. Again, I hired somebody to do some research and will share that with you in just a minute, okay? We can have this playing in the background. Obviously, if you wanted to, you can Google this and find the Dropbox explainer video yourself, okay? So, fact is, this is, a long time ago, but, I think in 2007, but it's not the video itself only that did this, it's also the marketing plan behind it, okay? Dropbox is a very unique service, of course, and I wanted to share with you how this went, okay? So, this is the research. The video itself, let me just read this out to you, and then after this I will want to share a ton of strategies for you, what you can actually do with a video like this. Again, I don't type that I love to do, but whatever type of video you want, we can create for you. Okay, so let me read the story to you. The video itself is a simple 3-minute demonstration of how Dropbox is intended to work. Drew Houston, the founder, narrated the video personally. While the viewer watched the screen, he demonstrated how files could be synchronized to appear and accessed on multiple or a multitude of platforms. The explainer video was not the sole reason for the staggering growth of Dropbox, but it certainly played a role. In reality, the explainer video was part of a brilliant marketing plan. The Dropbox people were smart enough, even though they were not marketers, to find a way to put their video in front of a specific targeted audience, namely Digg members. Okay, so maybe you know that website, Digg.com, you can check it out. Members of the Digg community submit content to the Digg network under the main categories of business, entertainment, gaming, lifestyle, offbeat, politics, science, sports, technology, and world news. The software was also designed to meet their needs, and Dropbox made a point to speak to their audience in an authentic way. Plus, it was actually a product the Diggers didn't know they needed until they discovered it. To the casual observer, the Dropbox demo video looked like a normal product demonstration, but if you pay attention, you start to notice that the files being moved around the desktop include about a dozen Easter eggs. To attract more attention, they hid jokes and humorous content within the video, which helped resonate within the 20 million strong Digg community. It was a tongue-in-cheek nod to that specific crowd, and it kicked off a chain reaction. Within 24 hours, the video had more than 10,000 digs, which drove hundreds of thousands of people to the Dropbox website. From this one video, and by word of mouth, the amount of signups on the Coming Soon page to get a free beta version went from 5,000 people to 75,000 people, literally overnight. As the saga continued, in the past 5 years, Dropbox has gone from 0 to 100 million users. So why was the explainer video so important? Because it was part of a brilliant marketing plan that targeted a specific audience, the Diggers. This was ultimately the kickstart needed to drive hundreds of thousands of people to their website. All of the stars were lined up for Dropbox that day, and I doubt this phenomenon will ever be duplicated again, just like the Beatles and Elvis have never been duplicated. So just for the records, this is Digg, except I pushed the wrong button just when I wanted to say that. Okay, Digg.com, it's a social bookmarking site. And what you can do, and I'm not saying I tried this, this is just something that came to mind, bookmarkingdemon.com. You can look into this if you want a fast way to submit to bookmarking sites just like Digg. Okay. Another thing that you can do is you can go to Odesk. It's actually, in the meantime, that's for outsourcing. Okay, that is called Upwork nowadays. It used to be called Odesk, and there you can basically hire people to do this kind of stuff for you for not so much money. And then you never know what happens, right? Here I cannot begin to tell you how much value you're going to find with regards to marketing in general. Okay, they have a podcast up here. So just the podcast is absolutely amazing. And not each and every single one talks about videos, but many of them do. Now, as you may know, video is all the rage on Facebook. Now, you probably know there's, was it 6 billion a month? Or 6 billion a day? I don't even remember, but it's some staggering number of video minutes consumed every day on YouTube. And now we are living in a day and age, actually, where Facebook is catching up. It seems like they're now basically on eye level. Let me show you a few things. This is digitalmarketer.com. Okay, right here you've got it. And they've got the podcast up here, okay? And then if you go down, you will eventually find it. It's basically also absolutely, it's here. YouTube advertising, part 3, part 2, part 1. Okay. So do you catch that? Again, I have nothing to do with this company. I don't sell their services. I'm not, making any money from this. It's absolutely great. Facebook videos and so on. And I want to show you though what I have particularly done, what I also use in my marketing. They have this thing, it's called Digital Marketer Lab, and inside you find also the most amazing video trainings. Okay, so I just recommend it from the bottom of my heart. If you want to do something for your business, digitalmarketer.com, and then lab. I invested in it. It costs almost nothing. It's I don't know, I think $38 a month or something. Incredible value. So you've got the YouTube retargeting system. Let me just very briefly explain in my own words, just to scratch the surface what this is about. So let's say, for example, let's go to YouTube here for a minute, and then let me type in I don't know, yoga. Then, and I don't know if this is true in this particular case, but just for example's sake, then the top one could be an ad. It's paid advertising. That could be your video. Alrighty. And again, just an example. And then when you click on this ad, you can make it so that later they will be followed up with, and that's now where it gets interesting, by a new video from also by you. And you can basically tell the system how to do that. So for example, let's have a look at this one. Yeah, now it doesn't work, but it basically also explains how to use in-stream ads. We probably need, let's do this here, Sugar by Mr. Robin Schulz. And I'm assuming we're going to have an advertisement on it. There you go. Okay, so this is supposed to be a video by Robin Schulz, Sugar, maybe you've heard it. And now you have this part where it says you can skip to video, you can skip the ad in 5 minutes, in 5 seconds, right? So it's simple. It's a training that teaches you how to basically do that. So that in this case it's Immowelt. Okay, so because I am in Germany, I'm seeing some sort of German advertisement right now, which is not even relevant to me. But you could basically make sure that your video gets found whichever way you want. I mean, the way that I just showed you, or maybe because it's on your website, or maybe because you send it to your email list, or on Facebook you have the YouTube link. And then you could make sure that everybody, that's called retargeting, you know, that's how you sneakily follow people around the internet. That when people watch a new video, a video that they of course want to watch, suddenly they see another one from you. And it would be set up just like this. Okay? So that's called an in-stream ad. Okay, so it shows you how to do that as well. And then you've got a second one right here. That is one only on YouTube in-stream ads. They call these execution plans. Okay, so basically it will probably take you you know, they're actually mini courses. Okay, and then basically you can probably spend a day with it, I would say so, you know, or give this to your market team and say, hey man, this is just fantastic, no? What else is there? Instagram ads. There are people making a lot of money with Instagram. If you want to do Instagram ads, that works with the Facebook interface. They are somehow also connected. Facebook bought Instagram, right? Yeah. And so much to do, okay? Now, I want to show you something else, something really cool. Now, this is actually a new blog. By the way you come here, it may look different, but don't leave, you know, those little ideas on the table. Very similar to the Dropbox thing. This is one of my clients. Okay, this is a video that I created, which made it on to the news. Okay, right here. So I created a video. It actually has these things. It's for a, and then basically you click here. And this is one of my clients.
That claims to make you healthier. The idea is to clear the air of the bacteria all around us that can make you sick. And it comes with a pretty lofty name, the Ecological Balancing System.
Into the air, millions of live
So during this news episode of
probiotics.
of 25 WPBF and so on, what actually happened is my video was shown on the news, right? So and the only reason why I know about this, because as you can imagine I don't sit here watching American telly all day, is because my client sent me an email and said, you're on the news. and you know, and obviously, I mean, this is my assumption, she wants to promote herself, you know, she's got a great product, and what she presumably did, okay, she said the video helped, okay, and they are mini pitches, okay, they are 60-second. I mean, what do you think if you want to convey an idea and you're dealing with people who are really, really busy, but all day long they are still trying to kind of put the news together? What do they prefer? Talk to you for 20 minutes, blah, 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 you pitching them? Or sending them something that is cool and punchy? So a video can, you know, get you a long way. So then, of course, the obvious, you need a video on your website. Here is, by the way, something I wanted to mention in this context. If you have a website, put it right in the middle of the website. Don't do what some people do. There's just a lot of writing and a lot of text, and then you have to click on some tab and then you see the video. That doesn't make any sense. I read something really interesting the other day. It was basically an article. It was basically called RIP Benefit Marketing, Rest in Peace Benefit Marketing. Now I want to put that into context for you, right? Benefit marketing, of course, you need to tell people what the benefits of your product or service is. They were just trying to make a point. With video, you touch people emotionally, okay? Video, especially whiteboard, has the element of storytelling in it. All human beings are wired to love storytelling. All human beings are wired to love visuals, okay? Even that is really a funny thing. People were already drawing millions of years before language even existed. Concepts now, concepts can be illustrated much better. Then the emotional factor, it is just it's priceless what it can do. Alrighty, so that's something else I wanted to share. I wanted to also share, those of you who are completely new to all of this, I wanted to show you just one little thing that that everybody can do even without, you know, buying a course on Facebook or YouTube marketing. Something that at least some of you, those of you who have a Facebook fan page, here, do you see the comments? Can do today, okay? And you may not have that, but then bear with me because I have a few more nuggets to share. Also, there's now Twitter ads, paid ads. Plus, you may have a Twitter stream, so you can tweet it. That's another one that I think I should just mention. So you simply click here, you open it, okay? You give your video a title, you add tags. Then at the here it's uploading, as you can see. You just take the video from your hard drive, and then you choose any of these, and then you publish it. Okay? I'm not gonna do that now, but I'm just gonna click on discard. But just so you know, here, bottom corner, do you see where it says 660? All you gotta do once it's uploaded, it's gonna have a button and it's gonna say boost post. And then people who are already on your Facebook fan page, they can, they will see it. And that's how you stay in front of your customers all the time. If you would like to know how to build your fan page, as I said at the beginning, digitalmarketer.com, I highly recommend it. Facebook marketing, LinkedIn marketing, YouTube marketing, and you just need video, trust me. Again, visuals. Sometimes, you know, there are explainer videos where you think they must think that the audience is, that we're all total morons, right? The fact is, human beings, it is a lot easier to convey and also to touch people a little bit through visuals than it is to words. I mean, haven't you, if you're over 40, you know, if you're over 40, then you already know sometimes, you know, you know, you feel sometimes like you're getting a little bit slower. To understand things is not that easy, to always listen to all this text and to read all this stuff. Oh, by the way, I did digress, I think. Rest in peace, benefit marketing. It just means you have to arrest people. Something interesting first, okay? Again, it's the YouTube age. It's something arresting, colorful, entertaining. We are all like that. We all need a break from all this stuff. And to have someone with personality, or someone who has a little bit of fun and a little bit of humor. A lawyer, he was sharing with me, a lot of people come to me who have serious subjects, you know, like lawyer. You know, it's not a fun subject. You wouldn't immediately think, okay, I have to be a cartoon or whatever. But the more, if you have a serious subject, that can also be done with a video to lighten things up a little bit. Take fears away, of course, okay? Take fears away is important. For example, dentist videos. Okay, that's just one thing. Okay, I've got one here, you know, about anesthesia. Then there is another thing that you can use a video for is, I call it, talk them out of it. Do you have this one thing in your business? If you've ever sold anything, then you must have something like this in your business as well, where your customer just believes this thing, and you know it's at the minimum, it's not beneficial to you that he believes that, but it's probably not true to begin with. It's just, and you feel like you want to shake him, because what he believes costs you money and it's not even true. So then you can, for example, I wanted to show you an example of that. Again, as I'm recording this, I'm basically revamping this blog. I mean, this is, for example, a good example, I think, because how many people believe that a new home, because it's nice and fresh, would be best? Okay, um, you know, maybe it's not best if you don't have the money, but actually it is the best. That's what many people would think. So this real estate client of mine, Patrick Del Duca, he found a way to, show them how that is not a good idea. So you can have talk them out of it videos as well, right? Very important. Let's have a quick look here.
Are you thinking of constructing or buying a new home, direct with a builder, and without your own representation? Yes, a new constructed home has the appeal of being completely clean and potentially perfect, but there are many things that could go wrong when working direct with a builder or staff. As a matter of fact, builders will always work in their own best interest, not yours. The preview homes they construct are designed to catch and grab. We call this...
Alrighty, so you can obviously put a little bit of the magic bad stuff on other ideas that are not aligned with yours. That's what a marketing video can do. You can take fears away or put fears into people. That actually, there's this quote. Give me one moment here. Let me find this for you. So this is just to give you an idea. There's a famous copywriter. I think his name is Eugene Schwartz. Breakthrough Advertising, I believe, is the name of the book. So this is from the foreword. So this book is not about building better mousetraps. It is, however, about building larger mice and then building terrifying fear of them into your customers. Okay, now this is pretty brutal, but that's the reality. That's how marketers think. It's all about emotions, positive emotions as they are relating to you, and negative emotions as it pertains to the problem that they're running away from, and that you can then fix. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Maybe I think Amazon Breakthrough Advertising, if you ever want to buy a book, But fundamentally, the idea how to create a video, is pretty simple. Always some emotional. You know the drill yourself, okay? It's always okay, the problem, rub some salt into it, and then the solution, which is you. Yeah, it's $361. It's one of those hard to get copies. Okay, old book. If you look around on eBay, maybe you can get a cheaper copy someday. Anyway, that's not so important anyway. Now, obviously, you can put your video on TV or to a movie theater. Okay, that's usually 30 seconds, but we do those as well, and we have had quite a few clients who want that kind of service. Okay, and if you want that, just talk to us, because the video format needs to be a little bit different. We do them 30 seconds and so on and so forth. What else? Twitter direct message. It may sound silly, but if you have someone who wants to know some more about your business, send him the video. In 60 minutes, he's gonna know, the bottom line. Tweet it on Twitter. LinkedIn email, of course. Oh, this is important. LinkedIn professionals receive a lot of irrelevant email, which makes it hard to get their attention. With a video, you most certainly can. Yeah, YouTube, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. It's going to be on YouTube. And go to digitalmarketer.com, click on the podcast section, and already, you can get your stuff ready. As you know, probably, you need a Gmail account, and then you have a... Let me show this maybe. Hey, I know not all of you are on the same... Some of you may be a little bit new to marketing. If you have a Gmail account, you click on this thing, top right. Okay, you click on YouTube. It's free. You click on upload. That's your top right corner, and then you got to make it public, of course. But at the beginning, if you're not sure yet, you can have it unlisted, public. Then you click on this. You take the video from your computer, and then you upload it. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Again, Instagram, at this point I haven't looked into it. That is connected with the Facebook, but they are also, okay, YouTube, Instagram. movie theaters. I just watched that. Send them out to your email list. And of course, presentation events. I have several clients, dentists, and also lawyers who, for example, sometimes will come to me. They're going to do some sort of presentation on some event, a PowerPoint thing, where they are standing at the front of the room, and then they actually use that to make an extra point. You know, incorporate a little mini video into some sort of power presentation. Then of course, but this is really depends on the type of business that you are in, training videos, okay? That is also something that we can do. I personally haven't done many, but we can do those all as well. And that's really what, yeah, I think I keep it short. I know your time is valuable. If you did take notes, then you have so many ideas to give your business a completely new direction. There you have it. My name is Mark Tetzner. It's still raining, but I'm going to have I think a glass of wine today and some spaghetti bolognese because I feel like it. I hope you don't mind my German accent. Give me a call and I'm happy to create for you whatever you want, and it's gonna be the quality that you're used to from my website. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye. Actually, before I really go and have my spaghetti bolognese, go and get this book, The Power of Visual Storytelling. Now, all this stuff that I shared a little bit about, you know, how we are wired to perceive through visuals, so important, and also such a good book. Okay, then maybe for further reading, actually this one I haven't read, I just found this. Okay, branding, create your difference through smart branding, why your branding, marketing, and business is not working. Then of course, this one is a famous one, personality not included, why companies lose their authenticity, and so on and so forth. So by Rohit Bhargava. And this one is a very, very, very well-known book, Contagious, Why Things Catch On. So why don't you go for it, you know? A video gives you a good shot at it, that's for sure. And maybe someone picks it up, or maybe you can, you know, help a little bit, you know, you kind of slide it over to someone, and it's like a business card, just, you know, you will agree, 50, 100, 150 times as powerful as a business card, right? If the message of the video catches on with the right person, all kinds of things can happen. And then of course you've got the regular things that you can do anyway. Facebook, Twitter, it belongs on your website for sure. So yeah, get this book for sure, you know. Get into images and visuals and storytelling and video, and surely it's going to do good things for your business, okay? Alrighty, spaghetti time. Bye. Actually, I cannot believe I did not share this with you before. Now type in the following: video ROI and then James Wedmore. Okay? Click on it and then you will find his program at some point. That's also something I recommend, because here's the thing. Up to 60%, I believe, don't quote me on it, of all YouTube videos are not being found, now catch this, are not being found on YouTube. Why? Think about it. There are certain products, niches, and industries where if you were searching for them as a consumer or customer or potential prospect, you wouldn't go to YouTube. It just wouldn't occur to you. You know what I mean? Where do people go to search all kinds of stuff? They go to Google. But now check this out. I just typed in here, just as an example, there's millions of examples that you could come up with. How to play golf. What do we find on the first page? YouTube videos. Because YouTube videos show up in search as well. And as has been quoted many times, as has been said many times, they have about 3 times or 2 times, or I don't know, kind of something like that, the space that they take up in the search results, right? Compare that to this, how boring. This here draws the eye. Now here's another thing. Google loves video. Okay, so obviously if you want to be found for a search term, okay, let's just say real estate agent in, I don't know, ABC city, you know, and you would upload your YouTube channel and you would call it that, your chances of being found in search are automatically there. Okay, often, not all the time, of course, but that's why I'm saying, you know, maybe look into this program, Video ROI, because you want to make sure that you rank as high as possible, and then you can basically, you know, definitely get one over on your competitor. So that's another program that I recommend. It's called Video ROI by James Wedmore, so that you can basically get the best of both worlds from YouTube, or at least get ranked, because you want to be found, right? And then this is going to show you how to do this really, really well. Okay, just imagine if you really make it to the first page, maybe even all the way to the top. That can be done. Okay, so what else? I wanted to show you Josh Turner. Okay, that's Linked University. Okay, that's just in general if you would like to learn more about LinkedIn marketing. That may be also something you're interested in. And then, of course, let's talk about this here for a second. What is this? This is also a website. Okay, it's a landing page, obviously. Now, by definition, every website is kind of a landing page because you land on it. But there are different types of landing pages. There is a regular website, like pestanimation.com, or like others, and then there are those that are specifically for lead generation, okay, where people put in their address, okay, and that's called a squeeze page, okay, or a lead capture page. And of course you can have a video for that as well. Let me show you. So here's an example. This video I did for a client, a lawyer. It ended up, let's have a quick look here.
Hurricane Sandy made landfall in October 2012, causing billions of dollars of damage. FEMA and your flood insurance company were unprepared, hiring inexperienced and unqualified adjusters to assess your flood damage. You then received incomplete damage estimates and low...
Okay, so then the gentleman who he bought this for his client, you know, he's a website guy, and he said the landing page has produced almost 200 claim reviews already. It's our second best piece of converting content. So I hope you don't mind me plugging that in here as a little self-promotional plug, since I'm here to promote myself and help you to promote yourself. But obviously you can have a video created. Here it is, by the way, again.
Hurricane Sandy made landfall on the eastern seaboard in
We switched out the narration later.
October 2012, causing widespread devastation
And
to the coast.
you can put it on a lead capture page, squeeze page, and tell them, you know, what people can expect if they give you their email address in return. Okay, so that's another way how a video can be used, obviously, right? And last but not least, let me show you something else. You can actually link a video to your website. Did you know that? Now, I haven't done that in this case, but actually I'm actually using a personally I'm using this service. Absolutely fantastic, leadpages.net, where you can create the type of squeeze page that I just gave you. So what you can then do, let me show you this. You can, now this is a simple, okay, instead of doing what I'm showing you
By now, you know what happened.
right now, you could also tell me, for example, to put a sign in here, a professionally designed one where it says click here to learn more. Okay, but here's the amateur's way of doing it. It's not amateurs, don't get me wrong. I'm saying it's completely accepted. You can absolutely do this, but with the annotation, you can use a so-called, you can put a link in here. Okay. Now here's the only thing. If you want to put a so-called associated website in here, that means your website. Okay, you cannot just make the video link to any website in the world, because it's not yours. You have to prove to YouTube that it's actually your website, okay? And in my case, I could use my blog. I don't want to put it in here because in the meantime my blog changed and I don't want you even to read this, but that is just a question that you have to figure out, okay? Simply figure this out, how to basically tell YouTube that this is really your website. Simply do a research on you know, associated website YouTube. But let's say you didn't want that, you could just say okay, and you write some text in here. Let's say click here. And then this annotation is going to pop up later. Okay, again, up here, annotations. And then there's going to be the text. And then this thing, you can also change the color and stuff. You've seen these annotations before, right? Is going to be clickable. Okay, so the moment people click on it, they will be led to your website. And that is really, really cool. So for that, I would simply do a YouTube search. YouTube associated website, and you would then be able to find some tutorial that can, you know, explain to you how that is actually done. It's a few steps. Basically, you have to take a snippet of code, okay, and then you have to put it on your website or blog, okay. If you don't know how to do it, simply go to odesk.com. Okay, that's or Elance, and you can find a lot of people who can help you with this stuff. Okay, you can outsource work there, and they can also get this done for you, or you probably already have a marketing team. Okay, so then once that is approved, once you've proven to YouTube, okay, this is really my website, because who else would have the login information for your website, right? Where you're then going to put this code that YouTube will give you in the top header or whatever. Then you are actually able to do that, and then people can click into the video, and then okay, they will automatically be forwarded to your website. Okay, so that's how that is also really cool. And I think now I have really shared for now my last tip. I hope it's gonna make a change in your life, and again, yeah, give me a call and we'll get you rolling. Bye. So here's something else. This is Jeff Molander. You can Google him. Now his expertise is how to contact people on LinkedIn with InMail. That's when you don't have the time, you need to get in touch with somebody, okay? And you can't run the risk of the person not accepting your friend's request. You must get through to them. And he teaches how to write your emails, your InMails, in a way that they will most likely get a response. Now, you can now send them in a video or not send them a video. This one, you know, is going to be helpful one way or another, hopefully. And now finally, something that has been torturing me for quite a bit. I wanted to share something about Instagram video advertising, but I didn't really know where the best source is. Now this guy from Get More Views, let's have a quick look here, training.getmoreviews.com. He also taught in one of the modules by digitalmarketer.com. You know, I've mentioned it. I have to keep mentioning that I don't get anything out of it. I'm just a member myself. And he's doing one of the training modules about YouTube. And that's how I know about this guy. Okay, so training.getmoreviews.com. So there is all these other courses as well. And then there's apparently also a fantastic Instagram training. Okay, so check it out. Maybe this is for you. This is what it talks about a little bit. There you have it. I think you're all covered. Okay, and it's really over now. Thank you.